Be me. 30 years old, working at tech company that somehow hasn't laid me off yet, while everyone else is getting axed. Living in overpriced apartment in the city. Single for 2 years because dating is a hellscape. Decide to get back on Tinder after my coworker won't shut up about how he met his girlfriend there. Spend an embarrassing amount of time selecting photos that don't make me look like a serial killer. Swipe left on approximately 800 women who all have the same picture holding a fish or doing yoga on a mountain. Then I see her. Profile says Rachel, 28, graphic designer, loves horror movies and terrible puns. First photo is her in a Ghostbusters t-shirt at some Comic-Con, genuine smile, not doing a duck face. Second photo is her with a huge dog. Third is her making a ridiculous face at the camera. She's cute, seems funny, actually has a personality in her bio. I swipe right, fully expecting nothing, because that's how Tinder works. It's a match. My heart does a stupid little jump like I'm 16 again. I stare at my phone for 5 minutes trying to think of a good opening line. Everything I type sounds either too desperate or too douchey. Finally settle on, so what's your terrible pun game like? I need to know if you're worthy. Send it, and immediately regret every life choice. She responds in like 2 minutes. What do you call a fake noodle? An impasta. Your turn. Oh, thank God she's actually fun. Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything. We go back and forth with increasingly stupid puns for like an hour. Conversation flows naturally. She's witty. We have similar taste in movies and music. She quotes The Office. I quote Parks and Rec. We argue about which is superior. Jim and Pam are overrated. Leslie Knope is a goddess and I will die on this hill, she texts. Careful, those are fighting words, but I respect the dedication. We talk for 3 days straight, texting constantly, actual substance conversations mixed with dumb jokes. She tells me she's taking night classes to get her master's degree while working full-time. Graphic design is my day job, but I'm getting my master's in digital media, trying to level up before AI replaces us all. I tell her about surviving the tech layoffs by basically becoming indispensable through sheer paranoia. So you're telling me you're the guy who actually reads the documentation? Marry me, she jokes. My brain short-circuits a little at the marry comment, even though it's obviously a joke. Day 4, she suggests we actually meet up instead of just texting like cowards. There's a horror movie marathon at the Indie Theater this Saturday. Want to watch people get murdered in creative ways? This is literally a perfect date idea. We agree to meet outside the theater at 7 p.m. Spend the next 2 days oscillating between excitement and pure terror. What if she's catfishing me and is actually a 50-year-old man named Gary? What if I'm boring in person and she realizes I'm only funny via text? What if I have food in my teeth the whole time and she's too polite to say anything? My roommate Marcus tells me I'm overthinking and need to chill. Bro, she clearly likes you. Just don't be weird and you'll be fine. What if being weird is my default state? Then she already knows from your texts and still wants to meet you. Stop spiraling. Saturday arrives, I change outfits 4 times like I'm going to prom. Settle on jeans and a band t-shirt because trying too hard is worse than not trying enough. Show up 10 minutes early because I'm neurotic. Stand outside the theater trying to look casual while internally screaming. 7:05 p.m. rolls around, still no Rachel. Start to panic that I've been stood up. 7:08 p.m. I see someone walking up. It's definitely her from the photos. She's wearing a Scream t-shirt and ripped jeans. Her hair is in a ponytail. Sorry I'm late. Parking was a nightmare and I almost hit a guy on a scooter. Her energy is exactly like her texts, chaotic and endearing. We go inside. She insists on buying her own ticket because feminism and also I have money. Get a massive bucket of popcorn to share. Settle into our seats. The marathon is showing all the classic 80s slashers, starting with Friday the 13th. We're whispering commentary through the whole movie, making fun of the bad decisions. Why would you go into the woods alone, Jennifer? Use your brain. Jason's just misunderstood, really. He's the victim here. She laughs at all my dumb jokes. I'm laughing at hers. This is going really well. Her hand keeps brushing mine in the popcorn bucket, and I'm trying not to make it weird. Halfway through A Nightmare on Elm Street, she just grabs my hand. I nearly jump out of my skin, not from the movie, but from the contact. Is this okay? She whispers. Yeah, totally. Very okay. Smooth as sandpaper, me. We hold hands through the rest of the movie like we're in middle school. Marathon ends at midnight. We walk out into the cool night air. That was really fun. We should do this again, she says, still holding my hand. Absolutely. I know a place that does terrible karaoke on Thursdays if you're into public humiliation. I'm extremely into public humiliation. Let's do it. We exchange numbers even though we already have each other's numbers from Tinder because it feels official. She gives me a hug goodbye. She smells like vanilla and something floral. I float home like I'm in a romantic comedy montage. Text her when I get home. Made it back without being murdered by a slasher. Thanks for a great night. She responds immediately. Same. Though the night is young, stay vigilant. We text until 3 a.m. about nothing and everything. Next week we go to karaoke. She murders Total Eclipse of the Heart in the best way. I butcher Don't Stop Believin', but she cheers like I'm Freddie Mercury. We're that couple that everyone finds annoying, but we don't care. Third date is dinner at a Thai place. We argue about whether pineapple belongs on pizza. It's a crime against Italy and humanity, I say. You're a crime against fun, she counters, stealing a spring roll from my plate. Fourth date is a museum. We make up fake stories about the paintings. This one is clearly about a man who lost his hat in a tragic boating accident, she says seriously. Fifth date, she invites me to her apartment to watch a movie. I'm trying not to read too much into the invitation, but also totally reading into it. Her place is small but cozy, covered in movie posters and plants. She has a fat orange cat named Ripley, after the Alien character. Ripley, meet the guy I've been texting about. Please don't judge me. The cat immediately jumps on my lap and starts purring. Oh wow, Ripley hates everyone. You're officially approved. We watch the thing and she falls asleep on my shoulder halfway through. I'm too afraid to move and wake her up, so I just sit there like a statue. She wakes up during the credits, all embarrassed. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I was up late working on a project. It's fine. You're a very polite sleeper. No snoring or drooling. Yet give me time to disappoint you. We kiss for the first time right there on her couch. It's awkward and perfect, and her cat is judging us from the bookshelf. I leave around midnight feeling like I'm walking on air. We start officially dating after that, like actual relationship status. My friends are shocked I found someone who actually likes me. Bro, she's cool and hot and likes your dumb jokes. Don't mess this up, Marcus warns me. 2 months in, and everything is going great. We have a routine now. I come over on weekends. She comes to my place during the week. She started leaving stuff at my apartment. Toothbrush, change of clothes, half her graphic novels. I'm falling hard and it's terrifying, but also the best thing ever. One Tuesday she texts me. Can't hang out this week. Have to focus on school stuff. Big presentation coming up. Totally understandable. I tell her good luck and that I'll see her this weekend. Thursday, my company announces mandatory skills development and signs us up for evening courses at the local university. Apparently, they think this will boost morale instead of just paying us more. I get assigned to some digital marketing fundamentals class that starts next week. Whatever. Free education, I guess, even if it's corporate nonsense. Monday evening, I show up to the university, find the classroom building. Room is half full of other miserable corporate drones who'd rather be literally anywhere else. I take a seat in the back, pull out my laptop, prepare for boredom. Professor walks in. She's probably late 50s, short gray hair, wearing a blazer and carrying a massive coffee. Good evening, everyone. I'm Professor Williams. Welcome to Digital Marketing in the Modern Age. She sounds tired already, and the class hasn't even started. She's going through the syllabus, talking about social media strategies and analytics. Then the door opens and someone rushes in late. It's Rachel. My Rachel. What the hell is Rachel doing here? She doesn't see me. She's apologizing to Professor Williams. Sorry I'm late. Traffic was insane. Professor Williams waves her off. It's fine, Rachel. Just grab a seat. We were just getting started. Rachel. The professor called her Rachel. My brain is moving very slowly. Rachel scans the room for an empty seat. Her eyes land on me. Her face goes through about 7 emotions in 2 seconds. She sits down 2 rows ahead of me, doesn't turn around. I'm having an out-of-body experience. Did my girlfriend just get called by her first name by the professor in a weirdly familiar way? No, that's crazy. Lots of professors are casual with students. Class continues. I can't focus on anything Professor Williams is saying. I'm staring at the back of Rachel's head, trying to telepathically get her attention. She doesn't turn around once during the entire 90-minute class. The second Professor Williams dismisses us, Rachel bolts. I try to follow her, but she's fast and I get stuck behind a group of people asking the professor questions. By the time I get outside, Rachel is nowhere to be found. I text her immediately. What was that? Why didn't you tell me you were in this class? No response. I call her, go straight to voicemail. Drive home in complete confusion. She finally texts me at 11 p.m. Can we talk tomorrow? I need to explain something. Yeah, obviously, what's going on? Tomorrow, I promise. It's complicated. I don't sleep at all that night. The next day drags by at work. Every minute feels like an hour. Rachel texts me her address, even though I already know it, and asks me to come over at 7. I show up exactly on time. She opens the door, looking stressed. Come in. I made coffee. You're going to need it. We sit on her couch. Ripley immediately jumps on my lap like emotional support. Okay, so I need to tell you something, and I should have told you earlier, but I didn't know how. My mind is going through worst case scenarios. She's married, she's in witness protection, she's actually an alien. Professor Williams is my mom. I blink. What? Professor Williams, the teacher of your class, is my mother. I blink again. I'm sorry, what? My mom is Professor Williams. I'm her TA for that class. That's why I was there. This is not computing. Your mom is my professor. Yes. And you're her TA. Yes. And you didn't think to mention this when I told you I was taking a class at the university? She winces. I didn't know it was her class. You just said you were taking some marketing course. I didn't put it together. Okay, that's fair, but also, what the hell? Why didn't you tell me your mom was a professor? Because every time I tell guys my mom is a professor, they get weird about it. They either get intimidated or they make jokes about teacher fantasies. Also fair, but still. So what do we do now? I don't know. This is a nightmare. My mom doesn't know I'm dating someone from her class. We sit in silence for a minute, processing. Does she have to know? I ask. What do you mean? Like, could we just not tell her? The class is only 8 weeks. I'll sit in the back. You do your TA thing. We never interact during class. She considers this. That's insane and will definitely blow up in our faces. Probably, but what's the alternative? I drop the class and my company gets mad, or we tell your mom and it gets awkward. When you put it that way, lying seems like the better option. We agree to keep our relationship secret from her mom for the duration of the class. This will surely end well and not complicate everything. Week 2 of class, I'm sitting in the back trying to be invisible. Professor Williams is lecturing about Instagram algorithms. Rachel is sitting at the front table, grading papers or doing TA stuff. She hasn't looked at me once. We're doing a great job of pretending we don't know each other. Then Professor Williams says, Rachel, can you pull up that case study about the viral marketing campaign? Rachel gets up, connects her laptop to the projector. She's wearing the same Ghostbusters shirt from our first date. I'm having flashbacks and trying to focus on the lecture. She presents the case study. She's really good at this, super professional and knowledgeable. It's kind of hot watching her in professor mode. Class ends. I pack up slowly, waiting for everyone to leave. Rachel is talking to her mom about something. I can't hear what. I slip out without saying anything. Later that night, Rachel comes over to my place. This is so weird. I had to grade your homework assignment tonight. Oh God, I forgot about that. What did I get? You got a B+, your analysis was good, but you could have elaborated more on the social media metrics. Are you seriously critiquing my homework right now? I'm your TA. It's literally my job. We laugh about the absurdity of it all. My mom asked if there were any cute guys in the class. I freeze. What did you say? I said they're all middle-aged corporate guys who look miserable, which is mostly true except for you. I'm 30, that's basically middle-aged. You're a baby, shut up. The next few weeks are a weird dance of pretending we don't know each other in class. We develop a system of secret glances and hidden smiles. If her mom asks me a question in class, Rachel looks down at her laptop so she doesn't crack. One week, Professor Williams assigns group projects. I'll be putting you into teams of 3. You'll present your findings at the end of the course. She starts calling out names randomly. Please don't put me in Rachel's group. Please don't put me in Rachel's group. Team 7, Marcus from accounting, Jennifer from HR, and you in the back with the laptop. She's pointing at me. What's your name? It's on the roster. I'm number 23. I know you're number 23. What's your actual name? Rachel is staring very intently at her laptop. Right, sorry, I'm Alex. Fake name, brilliant, very smooth. Rachel's shoulders are shaking. She's trying not to laugh. I'm not in her group, crisis averted. After class, I get a text from her. Alex? Alex? That's the best you could do? I panicked. Your mom was staring at me. She's gonna figure out your real name when she grades your final project, genius. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Month into the class, my group is meeting at the library to work on our project. Jennifer is intense about marketing strategies, has a whole color-coded spreadsheet. Marcus just wants to get this over with so he can go home. We're debating about which social media platform to focus our analysis on. I see Rachel walk into the library with a couple of her actual classmates. She sees me, does a little wave, keeps walking. Jennifer notices. You know the TA? Yeah, sort of. We matched on Tinder a while back. Why did I say that? What is wrong with me? Oh shit, are you dating her? No, we went on one date and it didn't work out. Lying is becoming too easy. Marcus looks skeptical but doesn't say anything. Later that night, Rachel texts, Jennifer from your group asked me if we dated. Yeah, sorry, she saw us and I panicked and said we went on one date that didn't work out. Okay, so now we have a fake breakup story. This is getting complicated. I know, I'm sorry, I'm bad at lying. Clearly you told my mom your name was Alex. In my defense, your mom is terrifying. She's a sweetheart once you get to know her. I don't want to get to know her. I want to pass this class and never think about digital marketing again. Week 5, midterm exam. Professor Williams hands out the test. It's all essay questions about case studies. I'm writing furiously, trying to remember everything from the lectures. Rachel is sitting at the front. She's the proctor, making sure no one cheats. Halfway through the exam, she gets up to check on everyone. She walks past my desk, glances at my paper, whispers very quietly, Question 3, you mixed up Instagram and Facebook metrics. She keeps walking like nothing happened. Did my girlfriend just help me cheat on my midterm? This is the worst and also kind of great. I fix the error, finish the exam, turn it in. As I'm leaving, Professor Williams stops me. You're doing well in this class, much better than most of the corporate students who clearly don't want to be here. Oh, thank you. I find the material interesting. Complete lie, but she seems pleased. Rachel mentioned you two met on a dating app, said it didn't work out. Oh no. Yeah, just wasn't the right fit. You know how it is. Shame. Rachel could use someone who's actually intellectually curious. Most guys her age just want to talk about cryptocurrency. I make a non-committal sound and escape before this gets worse. Text Rachel immediately. Your mom knows about our fake date. I know. Jennifer told her. I had to confirm the story. This lie has too many layers. We need a spreadsheet to keep track. Just 6 more weeks and we're free. Week 6, Professor Williams announces she's hosting a study session at her house for anyone who wants extra help before finals. I'll provide pizza and coffee. Rachel will be there to answer questions as well. Several people sign up, including Jennifer, who's apparently obsessed with getting an A. I obviously cannot go to my girlfriend's house while her mom is there pretending I don't know where she lives. You should come, Professor Williams says, looking directly at me. Oh, I don't know. I'm pretty busy with work stuff. Rachel says you have a good grasp of the material. You could help explain concepts to the others. Rachel is giving me a look that says, please don't make this weirder. Sure, yeah, I can come. What time? I'm going to my girlfriend's house for a study session with her mom. This is fine. Everything is fine. The day arrives. I show up at the address Professor Williams provided. It's Rachel's apartment. Of course it is. I ring the doorbell. Rachel answers. Hey, come in. Everyone's in the living room. She's being aggressively casual. I walk in. There's like 6 people from class, plus Professor Williams, setting up pizza boxes. Ripley the cat immediately runs up to me and starts rubbing against my legs. Oh wow, Ripley never likes strangers, Professor Williams says. He must sense that I'm a cat person, I say, praying this cat doesn't blow our cover. We spend 3 hours going over marketing case studies. I'm sitting on the floor, trying not to look at Rachel's bedroom door. Professor Williams is actually really good at teaching in a casual setting. I can see where Rachel gets her communication skills. During a break, Rachel brings out more coffee. As she hands me a mug, she whispers, "This is the weirdest night of my life." Same, your cat almost betrayed us. Ripley has no loyalty, we can't trust him. Study session ends around 10 p.m. Everyone thanks Professor Williams and leaves. I'm about to leave too when Professor Williams says, "Actually, can you stay back for a minute? I want to ask you something." Rachel shoots me a panicked look. Everyone else leaves. It's just me, Rachel, and her mom. I'm sweating. So I wanted to ask, and this might be inappropriate, but are you actually seeing anyone? What? Why do you ask? Because I have a colleague whose daughter just moved to the city and she's looking to meet people. Oh my God, she's trying to set me up. I don't really think that's a good idea, Professor Williams. Call me Diana. We're outside of class. And why not? You seem like a nice guy. You're smart. You have your life together. Rachel is frozen, watching this unfold. I'm just not really looking to date right now. That's what everyone says until they meet the right person. Just think about it. I'll give you her number next class. I agree, just to end this conversation and get out of there. The second I'm outside, Rachel calls me. My mom tried to set you up with someone. I know, I was there. What are you going to do? I don't know. Refuse politely? This is getting too complicated. We just need to survive 2 more weeks. Famous last words. Be me. Week 7 of this absolute nightmare scenario where I'm dating my professor's daughter in secret. Also, my professor is now trying to set me up with her colleague's daughter. Next class, Professor Williams hands me a post-it note with a phone number. This is Jessica. She's a lawyer, very smart, loves hiking. I take the note because refusing would be more suspicious. Rachel watches this happen from the front of the room with the energy of someone watching a car crash. After class, I'm packing up when Jennifer approaches me. Dude, Professor Williams is trying to set you up? That's so weird. Yeah, I don't know how to politely decline without making it awkward. Just tell her you're seeing someone. If only it were that simple, Jennifer. I meet Rachel at her place later. She's stress-eating ice cream directly from the container. My mom won't shut up about Jessica. Apparently she's perfect for you. I'm not calling Jessica, obviously. But now my mom is going to keep asking if you called Jessica. We're spiraling. What if I just tell your mom I'm seeing someone? Then she'll want to know who. I'll make someone up. You already made up the name Alex. How many lies can one person maintain? She has a point. We decide I'll stall for the remaining 2 weeks, and then the class will be over, and none of this will matter. Next day, Rachel texts me, "Emergency, my mom invited you to dinner." What? Why? Because Jessica is going to be there and she wants you to meet her in a casual setting. This is spiraling faster than expected. I can't have dinner with your mom and some random woman while secretly dating you. I know, but if you don't go, she'll think you're rude. Can't you just tell her I'm busy? I tried. She said she'd reschedule until you were free. We need a new plan. Rachel decides she'll also be at the dinner as the daughter. That way she can run interference. This is insane, you know that, right? We're already insane, might as well commit to it. Dinner is scheduled for Friday night at some Italian restaurant. I show up in business casual, sweating through my shirt. Professor Williams is already there with another woman in her 50s and a younger woman who must be Jessica. Jessica is attractive, probably 27, wearing a nice dress. Looks like she actually has her life together. I feel bad that she's being set up with someone who's already dating the professor's daughter. "You must be Alex," Professor Williams says cheerfully. I'm still going by Alex. This is too deep to correct now. Actually, I start to say. Rachel kicks me under the table. She arrived early and is sitting next to her mom. "It's nice to finally meet you," I finish lamely. Jessica smiles. We shake hands. This is the worst. Dinner starts. Professor Williams and the other mom, Jessica's mom apparently, are chatting about university politics. Jessica's making polite conversation with me about my job at the tech company. "So you survived the layoffs? That's impressive. The tech sector has been brutal." "Yeah, just lucky, I guess. Or stubborn. They can't seem to get rid of me." Rachel is texting under the table. I glance at my phone. "You're doing great. Just keep being boring. Thanks for the vote of confidence, girlfriend." Professor Williams keeps steering the conversation toward me and Jessica. "Jessica just ran a marathon. Isn't that impressive?" "Very impressive. I can barely run to catch the bus." Alex is being modest. He's very dedicated to his work, always asking good questions in class. Jessica looks interested. I look uncomfortable. Rachel is drinking wine faster than advisable. Halfway through dinner, Rachel's phone rings. She looks at it, frowns. "Sorry, Mom. I have to take this. Work emergency." She steps outside. Now I'm alone with the moms and Jessica. This is fine. I can handle this. "So, Alex, what do you like to do outside of work?" Jessica asks. She's very nice, and I feel terrible. "I like movies, horror movies specifically, going to concerts, normal stuff." "Oh, I love horror movies. Have you seen the new one that just came out?" We start talking about horror movies, and it's actually a pleasant conversation. She's funny and smart, and under different circumstances, I'd be happy to be set up with her. But I'm dating Rachel, and this is a disaster. Rachel comes back looking stressed. "Everything okay, honey?" her mom asks. "Yeah, just a client being demanding. All sorted now." She sits back down, sees me and Jessica talking and laughing. Her expression goes from confused to annoyed in record time. Uh-oh. Dinner continues. Jessica tells a funny story about a case she worked on. I laugh genuinely because it is funny. Rachel is now texting aggressively under the table. I check my phone. "Why are you flirting with her?" "I'm not flirting. I'm being polite." "You laughed at her joke." "It was funny." Professor Williams notices us both on our phones. "You too. No phones at dinner. Be present." We both put our phones away like scolded children. Jessica's mom suggests we all get dessert. Actually, I should get going. Early morning tomorrow, I say, desperately trying to escape. Oh, come on, just one more drink, Professor Williams insists. We end up staying for another hour. Jessica gives me her card at the end of the night. It was really nice meeting you. If you want to grab coffee sometime, no pressure. She's being very cool about this, which makes me feel worse. Yeah, definitely. I'll text you. Another lie to add to the pile. I walk out with everyone. Rachel and her mom go to their car. Jessica and her mom go to theirs. I stand in the parking lot having an existential crisis. My phone buzzes. It's Rachel. Come over. We need to talk. I drive to her place. She opens the door looking upset. You were totally flirting with Jessica. I was not. I was making conversation. You laughed at all her jokes and talked about horror movies. That's our thing. Rachel, you literally told me to be boring and polite. We're having our first real fight. Ripley senses the tension and hides under the couch. I hated watching you talk to another girl while pretending I'm just my mom's TA. Well, I hated being set up while you watched and couldn't say anything. We stand there in her living room, both frustrated. This was a stupid plan, she says quietly. Yeah, it really was. We sit down on the couch, the fight deflating. I'm sorry I got jealous. I know you're just stuck in a weird situation. I'm sorry I laughed at Jessica's jokes. To be fair, they weren't as funny as yours. Liar, but I appreciate it. We agree to just survive the next week, and then this will all be over. Monday, final week of class. Professor Williams is explaining the final project presentations that are due Friday. Each group will have 15 minutes to present. Rachel and I will be grading based on content, presentation skills, and creativity. My group has been working hard. Jennifer made sure of that. We're presenting on influencer marketing strategies. Very boring, but comprehensive. After class, Professor Williams pulls me aside. So, did you call Jessica? Not yet. Been really busy with the final project. You should. She really liked you. She told her mom you were charming. Great. Now I'm charming. This keeps getting worse. I'll definitely reach out soon. Lies, lies, lies. I'm walking to my car when someone calls my name. It's Jessica. What is she doing here? Hey, I was visiting a friend who works in the admissions office. Saw you walking out. Oh, cool. Small world. I just wanted to say I had a nice time at dinner, and I'm not usually forward, but I'd really like to get coffee with you. She's being very direct, and I respect that, but also panic. Jessica, you seem really great, but I should be honest, I'm kind of seeing someone. Her face shows disappointment, but she handles it gracefully. Oh, I didn't realize Professor Williams didn't mention that. Yeah, it's kind of new and complicated. Well, if it doesn't work out, you have my number. She leaves and I feel like I just dodged a bullet. Text Rachel. Just told Jessica I'm seeing someone. What? What if she tells my mom? She might, but at least I'm being honest. This is falling apart. Wednesday, 2 days before final presentations. Professor Williams pulls me aside again. Jessica called her mom very upset, said you're seeing someone. Why didn't you tell me? Because it's new and I didn't want to make a big deal out of it. Who is it? Do I know her? This is it. This is where it all falls apart. It's someone from outside the class. You wouldn't know her. What's her name? My brain short circuits. Sarah. I said Sarah. I used the name from my previous relationship. I'm an idiot. Sarah what? What does she do? Sarah Johnson. She's a graphic designer. That's literally Rachel's job description. I'm the worst liar in human history. Well, I'd love to meet her sometime. You should bring her to the final class. We're having a little celebration. Yeah, maybe. She's pretty busy with work. I escape before I can dig this hole any deeper. Call Rachel immediately. Your mom knows I'm seeing someone named Sarah Johnson who's a graphic designer. You what? I panicked. She was asking questions. Sarah Johnson? That's the most generic name you could think of. I'm under a lot of pressure here. Now she's going to want to meet Sarah. We're both spiraling again. Thursday night, Rachel comes over to my place. Okay, I have an idea and you're going to hate it. I already hate everything. Lay it on me. What if we just tell my mom the truth? I stare at her. After 2 months of lying, that'll go great. Or we could keep lying and it gets worse. She has a point, but I'm terrified. What if she's mad at us? What if it makes my grade weird? You're getting a B+ regardless. You've earned it. And my mom is reasonable. She tried to set me up with someone because she didn't know you were dating me. We go back and forth for an hour. Finally decide we'll tell her after the final presentations. That way the class is over. Grades are in, and it can't affect anything academically. Friday arrives, final presentation day. My group goes third. We present our influencer marketing analysis. Jennifer carries most of it because she's very prepared and intense. I do my section on ROI metrics. Try not to make eye contact with Rachel. We finish. Professor Williams and Rachel ask some questions. This was very thorough. Good work, team, Professor Williams says. We get an A on the project. All the groups present. Class ends around 9 p.m. Professor Williams brings out champagne and cookies. Congratulations, everyone. You've completed the course. Grades will be posted next week. People are mingling, celebrating being done. I'm standing awkwardly with my cookie when Professor Williams approaches. So where's Sarah? I thought you were bringing her. She couldn't make it. Last-minute work thing. I can't keep doing this. Rachel is across the room talking to Jennifer. Professor Williams, can I talk to you for a second? In private? Of course. Is everything all right? We step into the hallway. This is it, confession time. So, I need to tell you something, and I should have told you weeks ago. She looks concerned. What's wrong? Sarah Johnson doesn't exist. I made her up because the person I'm actually seeing is Rachel. Silence. Her face goes through several expressions. You're dating my daughter? Yes, we matched on Tinder like 3 months ago, before I even knew about this class. And you've been lying about it this whole time? Yes, and I'm really sorry. We just didn't know how to tell you. More silence. Does Rachel know you're telling me this right now? Not exactly. We planned to tell you together, but I'm apparently terrible at plans. She sighs deeply. I need to talk to Rachel. Can you get her, please? I go back into the classroom, motion to Rachel. Your mom knows. What? How? I told her I couldn't keep lying. Her face goes pale. We walk back into the hallway where Professor Williams is waiting. Rachel, is this true? You've been dating him for 3 months? Rachel nods. Yes, Mom. I'm sorry we didn't tell you. It was complicated. Complicated because you were hiding it, or complicated because you thought I'd disapprove? Both? Professor Williams looks at both of us. You know what the most frustrating part is? I was trying to set him up because I thought he seemed like a good guy, and you are dating him, but let me look like an idiot. We're really sorry, I say. And you, she points at me, told me your name was Alex. That was panic. My real name is on the roster. I know what your real name is. I've been grading your papers for 2 months. Rachel and I stand there like kids getting scolded. How serious is this relationship? We look at each other. Pretty serious, Rachel says. We say I love you and stuff, I add helpfully. Professor Williams pinches the bridge of her nose. Okay, here's what's going to happen. Your grade won't be affected because you earned it fairly, but you two are going to come to dinner at my house next week, and we're going to talk about this properly. Okay, we both say quietly. And Rachel, you're grounded. Mom, I'm 28. I don't care, you're grounded for lying to me. Despite everything, I almost laugh. We go back into the classroom. The party is still going. Jennifer comes up to me. Dude, what's going on? You look like you've seen a ghost. Just told Professor Williams I'm dating her daughter. Jennifer's eyes go wide. I knew it. I knew you were lying about that one date thing. Marcus overhears. Wait, you're dating the TA the whole time? Yeah, surprise. Bro, that's either the bravest or dumbest thing you've ever done. Probably both. The party winds down, people leave. Rachel and I help her mom clean up. It's awkward but not hostile. So when did you two start dating exactly? Professor Williams asks while packing up leftover cookies. About a week before the class started, Rachel admits. And it didn't occur to either of you to mention this? We thought we could just avoid each other during class, I explain. How'd that work out? Clearly not great. She actually smiles a little. You know, if you had just told me at the beginning, none of this would have been necessary. We know, we're idiots, Rachel says. You're not idiots, you're just bad at communication, which is ironic given this is a communications course. We finish cleaning. Professor Williams looks at both of us. For the record, I do think you're a good guy, which is why I was trying to set you up. Thank you, that means a lot. But if you hurt my daughter, I will fail you retroactively. That's not how grades work, Mom. I'll find a way. Rachel and I leave together, walk to the parking lot. Well, that was terrible, she says. Could have been worse. She could have actually failed me. The semester is over. She can't fail you. She said she'd find a way. I believe her. We stand by our cars. So, dinner at my mom's next week? Apparently, I'm terrified. Same, but at least we don't have to hide anymore. She kisses me in the parking lot. No more sneaking around. I'm still grounded though, that's embarrassing. You're 28, how is she going to enforce that? You don't know my mother, she'll find a way. We make plans to see each other over the weekend. Drive home feeling lighter despite the awkwardness. The next week is weird. My grade gets posted, I got a B+ in the class. Rachel confirms she didn't influence the grade, I actually earned it. You were a solid B+ student, don't let it go to your head. Thursday arrives, dinner at Professor Williams' house. I show up with flowers because I'm trying to make a good impression. Professor Williams answers the door. You didn't have to bring flowers. I panicked at the store and bought them on impulse. At least you're honest about it, come in. Her house is nice, filled with books and academic awards. Rachel is already there helping cook. We sit down for dinner, it's less awkward than expected. Professor Williams asks about how we met, we tell the Tinder story. So you bonded over bad puns? And horror movies, Rachel adds. My daughter has terrible taste in movies. Mom, I'm kidding, mostly. Dinner's actually pleasant. Professor Williams shares embarrassing stories about Rachel as a kid. She once tried to build a robot out of her Legos in the toaster. I was 7 and ambitious. I'm laughing. This is going better than expected. After dinner, we're having coffee and Professor Williams gets serious. Look, I'm not thrilled about the lying, but I can see you two care about each other. We really do, Rachel says. And you, she looks at me, you seem like you have your head on straight despite the whole fake name situation. In my defense, you were intimidating. I'm a 5'4" professor. How intimidating can I be? Very, apparently. She smiles. Just promise me you'll communicate better going forward, both with each other and with me. We promise. And Rachel is no longer grounded. I was never really grounded, Mom. I know, but it felt appropriate to say. We leave around 10 p.m. Rachel walks me to my car. That went way better than expected. My mom likes you. She just wanted to make us sweat a little. Mission accomplished. She kisses me goodnight. So what now? We can actually be a normal couple? I think so. No more sneaking around, no more lies. I can live with that. Drive home feeling like a weight has been lifted. A few weeks later, Rachel and I are at brunch with some of her friends. They're asking how we met. Tinder, she says casually. And then he ended up in my mom's class and we had to hide our relationship for 2 months. Her friends are dying laughing. That's the most chaotic meet cute I've ever heard, her friend Maya says. It was a nightmare at the time, but it's funny now. Is it though? I ask. It will be eventually. A month later, Professor Williams invites us to a faculty dinner. You should come, meet some of my colleagues, it'll be fun. Rachel gives me a look that says we can't say no. We go to the dinner, it's very academic. Lots of professors talking about research. One of them, an older man teaching literature, asks how Rachel and I met. Before we can answer, Professor Williams says they met on Tinder, and then he enrolled in my class without knowing I was Rachel's mother. The whole table goes quiet. That must have been awkward, someone says. You have no idea, I reply. Everyone laughs. The story becomes a hit at the dinner party. People keep asking follow-up questions. So did you actually learn anything in the class, or were you too distracted? I learned a lot, actually. Got a B+. He earned that B+ fair and square, Professor Williams confirms. Rachel is enjoying watching me explain this story to academics. Later in the car, she's laughing. My mom's colleagues love you now. You're the Tinder guy who dated the professor's daughter. Is that my legacy? Could be worse. 3 months after the class ends, life has settled into a normal rhythm. Rachel and I are officially together. No secrets, no hiding. We go on actual dates without worrying about running into her mom. Professor Williams occasionally texts me articles about digital marketing. Thought you might find this interesting. She's basically adopted me at this point. One Saturday, Rachel and I are at a movie theater. We run into Jessica, the lawyer from the dinner. Oh, hey, how are you guys? She asks cheerfully. Good, good. This is my girlfriend Rachel, I say. Jessica's eyes widen in recognition. Wait, you're Professor Williams' daughter? Yeah, funny story actually. Rachel explains the whole situation. Jessica is laughing so hard she's crying. So Diana tried to set you up with me while you were secretly dating her daughter? That's amazing. It was a mess. I'm happy for you guys though. That's actually kind of romantic in a chaotic way. We all laugh about it. Jessica turns out to be really cool. We end up getting drinks with her sometime. She's dating someone now too, another lawyer from her firm. At least my relationship didn't involve deceiving anyone's mother, she jokes. 6 months in, Rachel and I are stronger than ever. We've navigated the weird beginning, survived the deception, came out the other side. Professor Williams has fully accepted me as Rachel's boyfriend. She invites us to family things, treats me like part of the family. One Sunday, we're at her house for dinner. She brings out photo albums of Rachel as a kid. Mom, no, please don't. Too late, he needs to see these. There's pictures of Rachel with braces and unfortunate haircuts. You were adorable, I say. I was awkward. Adorably awkward. Professor Williams smiles watching us. You know, I'm glad you two found each other, even if the path was unnecessarily complicated. Thanks, Mom. Yeah, thank you for not actually failing me when you found out. I considered it briefly. We all laugh. Later that night, Rachel and I are back at her apartment. Ripley is asleep on the couch between us. So, was it worth it? All the sneaking around and lying and stress? She thinks about it. Yeah, definitely worth it. Though I wouldn't recommend that approach to anyone else. Same. Maybe next relationship I'll make sure they're not related to my professors first. Next relationship? Planning on leaving me? Never. You're stuck with me now. She leans over and kisses me. Ripley meows in protest at being squished. My phone buzzes. It's a text from Professor Williams. Forgot to mention I'm teaching another course next semester. Want to enroll? Family discount. I show Rachel. She's laughing. Are you going to take it? Absolutely not. I've learned my lesson about taking classes from my girlfriend's mom. Smart man. We spend the rest of the night watching terrible horror movies and eating takeout. Life is good, weird, but good. Sometimes the best relationships start with the most chaotic circumstances. My face when I spent 2 months pretending I didn't know my girlfriend while her mom tried to set me up with other people. That feeling when you finally stop lying to your professor about dating her daughter and everything works out anyway. Be me. 1 year into dating Rachel, everything has been going great since we stopped lying to her mom. Rachel and I have our own rhythm now, spending most nights together, actually being a normal couple. Her mom, Professor Williams, has become like a second mother to me, constantly sending me academic articles and dad jokes. Life is stable, peaceful, exactly what I needed after the chaos of our beginning. Then Rachel's lease is up. We're sitting on her couch one Tuesday night when she brings it up. So my landlord is raising rent by $400, which is insane. That's criminal. Have you looked at other places? Yeah, everything in this area is even more expensive now. The market is terrible. Ripley jumps on my lap as if to emphasize the problem. What are you going to do? She looks at me with this expression I can't quite read. I was thinking, and this might be too soon, but maybe I could move in with you? My brain stops working for a second. Move in together? Yeah, I mean, we're together all the time anyway, and your place is bigger, and it would save me a ton of money. She's nervous, talking fast. Plus, Ripley already likes you more than me, so really you'd be doing me a favor. I look down at the cat who's purring on my lap, the traitor. Are you sure? That's a big step. I'm sure, but if you're not ready, I totally understand. I can find another apartment, it's fine. No, I want you to move in. I'm just, wow, okay, this is happening. She kisses me, relieved. Really? You're not just saying that? Really, let's do it. Let's live together. We're both grinning like idiots. The next 2 weeks are a blur of packing boxes and coordinating moving trucks. Rachel has so much stuff, I didn't realize how much stuff one person could accumulate. Why do you have 17 throw pillows? They're decorative and serve important aesthetic purposes. We have a couch, not a pillow museum. You'll learn to love them. Marcus helps us move. He's very amused by the whole situation. Bro, you went from secret relationship to living together in 1 year. That's speedrunning commitment. When you know, you know. That's what everyone says before they discover their partner's a serial killer. Rachel's too organized to be a serial killer. She has a color-coded moving system. Professor Williams also helps. She's surprisingly strong for a small woman. I'm glad you two are taking this step. Just remember that living together is different from dating. We know. We're prepared for the adjustment. Good, and if you hurt my daughter, I know where you live now. You already knew where I lived. You sent Christmas cards there. True, but now it's more ominous because she lives there too. By the end of the moving day, Rachel's stuff has completely taken over my apartment. There's plants everywhere, throw pillows on every surface. Her extensive horror movie collection merged with mine. It looks good, she says, surveying the living room. It looks like a Bed Bath & Beyond exploded, but I like it. That night we collapse into bed exhausted. Welcome home, I say. Thanks for letting me invade your space. Our space now. Ripley jumps up and settles between us. We're officially a domestic unit. First week of living together is an adjustment. I learn that Rachel is not a morning person and will actively hiss if spoken to before coffee. She learns that I cannot go to sleep if there's dishes in the sink. It's 11 p.m. The dishes can wait until morning. Absolutely not. The dishes must be clean. This is non-negotiable. You're insane. I'm organized. There's a difference. We compromise on a lot of things, learn each other's quirks. She leaves hair ties everywhere. I leave my shoes in random places. She's messy with her art supplies. I'm obsessive about the thermostat. But it works. We make it work. 2 months in, and we found our groove. We have a system for chores, a shared calendar, weekly grocery shopping trips. It's domestic and boring, and I love it. Then Rachel's younger sister, Megan, announces she's moving to our city for a new job. She's going to need a place to stay while she apartment hunts, Rachel says. How long are we talking? Just a couple of weeks, maybe 3. Famous last words. Megan arrives on a Saturday with 4 suitcases and a plant. She's 26, works in social media marketing, has that chaotic energy of someone who drinks too much cold brew. Thanks so much for letting me crash here. I promise I'll be out of your hair soon. She will not be out of our hair soon. First night, Megan takes over the living room with her stuff. There's clothes everywhere, her laptop set up on the coffee table, various skincare products in the bathroom. Sorry, I'm a bit of a tornado. I'll clean up tomorrow. Narrator. She did not clean up tomorrow. Week 1, Megan is constantly home because she's working remotely. I'm also working from home, so is Rachel. We're all in the apartment together, all the time. The walls are thin. I can hear Megan's video calls about Instagram engagement rates. Rachel is in the bedroom doing design work. I'm in the kitchen trying to focus on coding while someone's blasting TikTok sounds from the living room. Megan, can you use headphones? Rachel yells. Sorry, I forgot. This happens approximately 17 times a day. Week 2, Megan still hasn't found an apartment. Everything is so expensive or already rented. The market is impossible. She's not wrong, but also I'm losing my mind. My private space with Rachel has become a 3-person circus. We can't have normal couple time because Megan is always there. One night, Rachel and I are trying to watch a movie, and Megan plops down between us. What are we watching? Is it scary? I love scary movies. Rachel gives me an apologetic look. We watch the movie as a trio. Megan provides running commentary the entire time. Why would she go into the basement? That's literally asking to die. She's not wrong, but I miss quiet movie nights with just Rachel. Week 3, I'm at my breaking point. Megan has invited friends over without asking. There's 4 people in my living room drinking wine and laughing loudly at 10 p.m. on a work night. I'm in the bedroom trying to sleep. Rachel comes in looking stressed. I'm so sorry, I told her to keep it down. It's fine, it's your sister, I get it. It's not fine, this was supposed to be temporary. We can hear Megan's friend talking about her terrible dating app experiences. It's too relatable, and I hate it. Next morning, I gently suggest to Rachel that maybe we need to set some boundaries. Like what? Like a firm move-out date, or house rules, something. You're right, I'll talk to her. Rachel sits Megan down that evening. Hey, so we love having you here, but we need to set some expectations. Megan looks genuinely surprised. Oh my God, am I being a bad guest? I'm so sorry. Not bad, just we need our space back, you know? Totally, I get it. I'll find a place ASAP, I promise. She seems sincere and I feel bad for being frustrated. Week 4, Megan is actually apartment hunting seriously now. She goes to viewings, sends us listings, is making an effort. Found a place in the arts district. It's a little pricey, but I can make it work. We're excited for her and also excited to have our apartment back. Then the day before she's supposed to move out, the deal falls through. The landlord chose someone else. I'm so sorry. I need a few more days. Rachel is trying to be supportive. I'm internally screaming. Few more days turns into another week. I'm working from the bedroom now because Megan has commandeered all other spaces. Rachel and I are getting snippy with each other from the stress. Can you please put your coffee cup in the dishwasher? I was going to. I've been busy. Busy doing what? We're both just sitting here. We never fought before Megan moved in. One night after a particularly long day, Rachel and I escaped to our bedroom. I miss when it was just us, I say. Me too. I love my sister, but this is too much. How do we fix this without being jerks? We decide to have a more serious conversation with Megan. Sunday morning, we make breakfast and call a family meeting. Megan, we need to talk, Rachel starts. Megan puts down her phone, looks worried. Am I in trouble? Not trouble, but we really need you to find a place like this week. I'm trying. The market is terrible. We know, but it's been over a month and we need our space back. Megan looks hurt and I feel terrible. I didn't realize I was being that much of a burden. You're not a burden. We're not used to having a roommate, I try to explain. I get it. I'll figure something out. Maybe I can stay with Mom for a bit. Oh no, now Professor Williams is going to get involved. You don't have to do that. Just maybe broaden your search radius, Rachel suggests. Megan nods, clearly feeling bad. The next few days are awkward. Megan is barely around, staying late at coffee shops, avoiding us. Rachel feels guilty. I think we were too harsh. We were honest. There's a difference. She's my baby sister and we made her feel unwelcome. She's 26, not a baby, and we were very welcome for over a month. We're both stressed and taking it out on each other. Thursday evening, Megan comes home excited. I found a place. It's a room in a house with 2 other girls. It's affordable and available immediately. We're relieved and happy for her. That's amazing. When do you move in? This weekend, if that's okay? Of course. We help her move that Saturday. The house is cute. Her roommates seem normal. It's a good situation. Thanks for letting me stay with you guys. I know I overstayed my welcome, Megan says while unpacking. You didn't overstay. We're just not good at having roommates, Rachel hugs her. Well, if you ever need a place to crash, you're welcome at my new place, assuming my roommates are cool with it. We leave her to settle in, drive home in comfortable silence. Back at our apartment, it's just us and Ripley again. The space feels bigger, quieter, ours again. I love my sister, but I never want a roommate again, Rachel says. Agreed, this is our space, just us. We spend the evening deep cleaning and reorganizing. It's boring domestic stuff, but it feels good. A few weeks later, things are back to normal. Megan texts us about her new roommates and job. We see her for lunch sometimes. The relationship is good, now that we have boundaries. Living with you guys taught me I need my own space. She laughs over coffee. Same, no offense. None taken. You two are disgustingly domestic, and I respect it. Life settles back into the comfortable rhythm we had before. Then my company announces they're finally doing more layoffs. I survive again, but Marcus doesn't. He's devastated. We go out for drinks after he clears out his desk. 7 years at that place, and they let me go in a 5-minute meeting. That's brutal, man. I'm really sorry. At least you survived, Mr. Teflon. Nothing sticks to you, apparently. I buy him several rounds, help him update his resume. You can list me as a reference. I'll make you sound amazing. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. Getting home that night, Rachel can tell something's wrong. Marcus got laid off. Oh no, is he okay? Not really, but he will be. He's resilient. She hugs me. Your job is safe, though? For now, but who knows, tech is a disaster. We talk about maybe building up our emergency fund, being more cautious with spending. It's adult stuff, planning for uncertainty. When did we become responsible adults, I ask? I think it happened gradually and then all at once. A few months later, Rachel gets a big promotion at her design firm. She's now a senior designer with her own team. We celebrate with fancy dinner and champagne. Look at us. I'm a senior designer. You're surviving corporate chaos. We have a cat and houseplants. We're basically elderly. Elderly people who still watch horror movies and make terrible jokes. The dream. One Sunday, we're at Professor Williams' house for family dinner. Megan is there with her new boyfriend, some guy named Trevor who works in cryptocurrency. He won't shut up about blockchain. The future is decentralized finance. You have to get in now before it's too late. Rachel kicks me under the table when I start to argue. Professor Williams changes the subject. So, you two have been together almost 2 years now. Things are serious. Very serious. We have joint furniture and everything, Rachel jokes. I'm just saying, I'm not getting any younger. Grandchildren would be nice. Mom, I'm just putting it out there. We're both blushing. In the car ride home, Rachel brings it up. My mom is not subtle. She really isn't. Have you thought about it? Marriage and kids and all that? Sometimes, yeah. Have you? Yeah, I think about it with you. We sit with that for a moment. Not like right now, but eventually, she asks. Eventually sounds good. We're having the serious relationship talk in a car after her mom pestered us about grandkids. It's not romantic, but it's honest. A few weeks later, I'm at the jewelry store, very casually looking at rings. Not buying anything, just looking, being prepared. The salesperson is overly enthusiastic. Looking for something special? Maybe just browsing. Is it for a girlfriend, fiance? Girlfriend, but again, just looking. I take pictures of a few rings to save for later. Not making any moves yet, but thinking about it. That night, Rachel is working late on a project. I'm home with Ripley cooking dinner. My phone buzzes. It's Professor Williams. Can I call you? Sure. Is everything okay? She calls. Sounds serious. I wanted to talk to you about something about Rachel. Oh God, what now? Is she okay? She's fine. I know you two are serious, and I wanted to say, if you're thinking about proposing, you have my blessing. I nearly dropped the phone. I am, but I haven't. It's very early stages of thinking. I know. Rachel mentioned you've been talking about the future, and I just wanted you to know that I approve. You're good for her. Thank you. That means a lot. Also, if you need help picking a ring, I know her taste better than anyone. I'll keep that in mind. Don't tell her we talked. She'll kill me for meddling. Your secret is safe with me. Hang up feeling overwhelmed. Professor Williams just gave me permission to propose to her daughter. This is real. This is happening at some point. Rachel gets home around 9 p.m., exhausted. How was work? Terrible. Clients changed everything last minute. I want to scream. I hand her a glass of wine and plate of pasta. You're the best. Have I told you that? Not in the last few hours. We eat dinner, watch a mindless TV show, decompress together. These quiet domestic moments are my favorite. What would you say to a weekend trip? Just us, somewhere quiet? I suggest. That sounds perfect. Where? There's that cabin resort a few hours north, by the lake, very secluded. Book it. I need to get out of the city. 2 weeks later, we're driving to the cabin. It's early fall. Leaves are changing colors. Weather is perfect. The cabin is exactly what we needed, peaceful and private. We spend the weekend hiking, reading by the fire, being completely disconnected from work and stress. Saturday night, we're sitting on the deck, watching the sunset. This is perfect, Rachel says, leaning against me. Yeah, it really is. I'm glad we did this. I needed the reset. Same. Sometimes we need to remember why we work so hard during the week. To afford spontaneous cabin weekends? Exactly. We're quiet for a while, just enjoying the moment. I love you, she says. I love you too. It's simple and true and everything I need. Driving back Sunday evening, Rachel is already planning the next trip. We should do this quarterly, like a regular reset. I'm in. Let's make it a tradition. Look at us making traditions. We're so adult. Disgustingly adult. Back to reality Monday morning. Work is busy, Rachel's busy, life continues. But we have our routines, our inside jokes, our shared life. A few months later, it's the holidays. We're hosting Christmas at our apartment for the first time. Professor Williams, Megan and Trevor, some of our friends. Rachel is stressed about cooking. What if the turkey is dry? What if I burn the pie? Then we order pizza and call it a Christmas miracle. You're not taking this seriously. I'm taking you seriously. The turkey is just poultry. She throws a dish towel at me. Christmas Day arrives. Everything turns out fine. The turkey is moist. The pie is perfect. Everyone has a good time. We're doing charades when Professor Williams corners me in the kitchen. So, have you thought more about what we discussed? The ring thing? Yes, actually, I have a plan. Good. What kind of plan? Can't tell you. It's a surprise. I'm her mother. I deserve to know. You'll find out when everyone else does. She huffs, but she's smiling. Fine, but if you need help, you have my number. New Year's Eve, Rachel and I stay in. We're watching the countdown on TV, drinking champagne. This year was chaotic, she reflects, but good chaotic mostly. Agreed, here's to next year being slightly less chaotic. We toast to that. Midnight hits, we kiss, Ripley meows for attention. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Little does she know I'm planning to propose in the spring. I've been saving, looking at rings, planning the perfect moment, not telling anyone except Professor Williams, who keeps texting me ring options. February hits and Marcus finally finds a new job. We celebrate with beers at our usual spot. Bro, I'm so glad that nightmare is over. New company is way better. That's awesome, man. Happy for you. How are things with you and Rachel? Really good. Actually planning to propose soon. Marcus nearly spits out his beer. Seriously? When? Spring. I'm thinking April. Maybe during a weekend trip. Bro, that's huge. Congratulations. Thanks. Don't tell anyone. It's still a secret. My lips are sealed. March arrives. I've picked the ring. It's perfect. Simple but elegant. Exactly her style. Professor Williams approved via text. She'll love it. You did good. I'm nervous and excited and terrified, planning a trip back to the cabin resort for April. Rachel thinks it's just our quarterly reset. April weekend arrives. We drive up to the cabin. I have the ring hidden in my jacket pocket. Saturday evening, we're at the same spot we sat last fall, watching the sunset, drinking wine. This never gets old, Rachel says. No, it doesn't. My heart is racing. Rachel, I want to ask you something. If it's about what we're having for dinner, I'm thinking pasta. Not about dinner. I pull out the ring box. Her eyes go wide. Oh my God. We met in the weirdest way possible. I lied about my name to your mom. We hid our relationship for months. Your sister invaded our apartment, and somehow we made it through all of that. Are you proposing or recapping our relationship? Both. Let me finish. She's laughing and crying. You're my best friend, my favorite person, the one I want to come home to every day. Will you marry me? Yes, obviously yes, you ridiculous man. I put the ring on her finger. It fits perfectly. We're both crying now, kissing. Ripley would be judging us if he was here, but he's back at the cabin. Did you plan this whole trip just to propose? Yes, I'm romantic occasionally. You're romantic frequently, don't sell yourself short. We sit there watching the rest of the sunset, engaged. My mom is going to freak out. Your mom already knows. She helped me pick the ring. Of course she did. That woman cannot keep a secret, we call Professor Williams from the cabin. He proposed, Rachel shouts into the phone, screaming from the other end, so loud I can hear it across the room. I knew he would. I picked a good one. You didn't pick him. I matched with him on Tinder. Details, I'm taking credit. We're laughing. Call Megan next. She's equally excited. Finally, I've been waiting for this. Can I be a bridesmaid? Yes, you can be a bridesmaid. Is Trevor invited? If he promises not to talk about cryptocurrency. I'll make sure he's medicated. Spend the rest of the weekend celebrating, planning, dreaming about the future. Driving back Sunday, Rachel won't stop looking at her ring. I can't believe we're engaged. I can't believe you said yes. Of course I said yes. You're stuck with me now. Best decision I ever made was swiping right. Second best was telling my mom the truth. Fair point. Monday at work, everyone notices the ring. You're engaged? Congratulations. Thanks. Yeah, proposed this weekend. Jennifer from my old class sends a congratulations email. Heard the news, so happy for you guys. Marcus takes me out for drinks. Can't believe my best friend is getting married. When's the wedding? No idea. We just got engaged. There's planning involved, apparently. Rachel seems like the type who will have a color-coded wedding binder. She's already made one. We laugh. Life is good, chaotic but good. Started with a Tinder match and a series of lies. Ended with a ring and a future. Sometimes the best stories are the messy ones. My face when I went from secretly dating my professor's daughter to being engaged to her in 2 years. That feeling when you realize the chaotic beginning was worth it for the happy ending.